Hey guys, welcome back to another Casual Duelist channel video. Oops. Another discussion. I'm Oz,
Jeff, also known as Josh.
also known as Josh. And we're here today to talk about the new Spyral gear, or new Spyral card that we promised that we talk about. Spyral gear fully armed. Let me go ahead and read this before I get into much of it. Equipped only to a Spyral Super Agent. It gains 1,000 attack. If it is destroyed, if it destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you can banish the opponent's destroyed monster and one other card that your opponent controls. When this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Spyral Super Agent in your graveyard, special summon it. So what are your first thoughts, Jeff?
Well, I like it because it automatically fixes the downside of equip spells, where like if your opponent kills your monster, it replaces itself with another monster.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like terrible if your opponent kills the monster it's equipped to. And secondly, it basically prevents floating, because most floating will activate in the graveyard. Some don't, but this will like get rid of like Yang Zings floating and
Oh yeah,
Pyramid Turtles if anyone still plays those.
it's great for Goat. I would recommend Spirals and Goat. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it solidifies the win condition that people have been still speculating on what spirals are with like one more card left. Like I'm pretty sure the win condition is just pure like ramp up, beat down. Of course, this isn't with sleeper, so that is kind of weird. I think the sleeper one that we talked about yesterday is a better win condition. Um, but giving your super agent a K attack, and it can be tough, obviously. Um, and then not only having that, but having the ability to have drone to give a boost to your super agent before you banish two of their cards. It's kind of an interesting combo. I think you have to play it right though, because if you just get this out and start banishing everything, drones could be dead, things like that. So it's kind of weird how spirals are kind of reliant on your opponent having cards. Um, yeah, I think that is an interesting thing. So it works well with like the last resort OTK, I think. And something people have mentioned that we gotta debug, or debunk, not debug, is that you can equip multiple of these to a super agent, and you could gain another 1,000, whatever. But you can't. It won't banish 4 cards when they attack. Uh, yeah.
It's got the effect is banish that monster and banish another card your opponent controls. So you can only banish the opponent's monster once. You can't banish it multiple times. So you can only banish a total of 2 cards, even if you have multiple of this equip spell.
Yeah. I don't think you'd be running more than 2 of these ever. I think it's a solid one-off. I think you should play it at 1. It's super searchable, but it's not that beneficial. You can equip to like multiple super agents though. I guess if you have 2 super agents, you get 2 fully arms. I mean that'd be pretty cool. But like I don't know how often that would happen. Of course, it's protected by Resort. It works well with Sleeper because it has a destruction effect. Works well with Recapture because when it's destroyed, it special summons a super agent. So if you get on your turn, you can destroy it and then special summon a super agent, take one of your opponent's monsters if they have any left. Uh, it's kind of weird how spirals rely so heavily on your opponent having cards. So once you fulfill the requirement of getting rid of all their cards, half the spiral effects are useless. But then you have a ramped up super agent sleeper possibly, so you could probably win the game just based on that. It's also I saw some things online that people call this like the whiptail but better, and I didn't even think about that because I'm not a zoo player because I'm poor. But I definitely can see that attacking and then banishing another card. It's great. And also, if you guys didn't notice just by the text, it doesn't target either of the cards. So I think that is pretty good. Me and Jeff have talked about this several times. I don't think targeting is bad in the game anymore. And Spirals do a lot of targeting. But Magic Specters and Cosmos are dead. So I don't think that if this targeted, I don't think it would make that big of a difference. But it's nice that it doesn't target just for future reference. It kind of helps Spiral stay relevant, I think, longer. So yeah, those are some of the benefits. Let's might as well get this too. Apparently, there's supposed to be some kind of loop with this with Cannon Soldier, and Jeff and I cannot find any of that.
Because Quick Fix doesn't Return from Grave,
No.
so you can't recycle this card very easily. So I don't know where the Infinite Loop is coming from, where people are claiming. So I think it's you get like 2,000 burn damage from the Cannon Soldier.
Yeah, roughly.
Combo. So the combo is like you have this in Super Agent, use Cannon Soldier, tribute Super Agent, this summons Super Agent, you discard a card, bring Quick Fix back, searches out your deck, and then keep doing that. But you can only do that like as many of this card you have in your deck. So you can only do that 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't seem very good.
Yeah, I just don't see that. So please tell us below if you understand that loop. But I'm a Spyral player. I'm not the best, but I'm a Spyral player. Jeff's really good at understanding card text. Neither one of us can figure this out. Let's quickly go through the downsides of it. It misses timing. The second effect does. It's when you can, which is like the worst type of text in the game. But it's understandable. I think it'd be kind of powerful if it didn't have that. Can't stack. We've talked about that. And the biggest problem with Spirals right now is the first turns are terrible, and this does not help at all. Because if you just equip this with Super Agent turn 1, it's like, okay, that's all right. But then like resorts are probably going to get destroyed unless you can stack your graveyard really heavily. So you don't have much protection. Just an MST could get rid of it. So yeah, I think that's my opening thoughts. Anything else you want to add?
Another downside is that it can only be equipped to Super Agent.
Mm-hmm.
Because the weird thing, Last Resort, it shows Super Agent in the because at the trap you see Super Agent and Tough next to Last Resort, so it'd be like make more sense if that card could only be equipped to Super Agents. But this card is used by Sleeper, like the Gauntlet is Sleeper's Gauntlet, so why can't he use it too? I find that kind of weird.
Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, this Gauntlet right here is, and yes, I still have the. Oops, no, that is not. That is the wrong thing. I still have the pictures from yesterday. See, this is the same Gauntlet. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah.
I guess the flavor is that he's dead, so he can't use it now.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a kind of a remembrance thing, but I'm glad it's a gear. It's searchable by Quick Fix. I didn't mention that, but I mean, if it's a gear, it's automatically really good. So yeah, I think we're about running out of time. Those are our thoughts on it. If you have anything else, if there's something we forgot, let us know, please. Let us know how we're doing. I love that you guys are watching this. I love how the channel's growing. It's great. We love it. We appreciate you. You guys are awesome. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about the trap. So we'll see you then, guys. See you later.